Yo, 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 guys out there. It's your boy Vasile Garage up in here. And today we're going to do an install on this Magazine supercharger. As some of you guys may know, this actually used to be the TRD factory supercharger. Optional. If you wanted to get a supercharger on your Toyota Tacoma, it was an optional upgrade. That being said, we should probably do an optional supercharger on my wife's 4Runner. But for now, we're going to install this Magazine supercharger on my 2003 Toyota Tacoma and the 2.4 liter V6. Now, these motors are very common. Those motors are in the 4Runners, in the Tacomas, and these motors right here are super reliable. Now, I don't know why Toyota, they made these motors very underdog, where they're just really weak. The problem I have with this truck right here is the transmission. Every time you're trying to climb, the transmission will go in overdrive. Like, oh, that just me crazy. It just drives me crazy. So, I did a lot of research on this Magazine supercharger, and it's not like Monica here, horsepower. I mean, this motor right here, stock, makes like, roughly 180, 190, wheel horsepower. Then you put a turbocharger, and then you do all your accessories, and then now it makes 550 horsepower. I mean, we're talking about crazy amount of power. The supercharger will not do that, especially not this little guy. They say it's about 75 horsepower gain, but a lot of torque, which that helps. That helps. Now, that being said, it's just one of those things. I just wanted to get the supercharger in because, as a car guy, I figure, hey, you know what? Why not? Why not? Now, doing the supercharger, it's not as easy. You got to take this manifold out of the car, and this thing, as you can tell, it's got so many hoses. And I can walk you through it real quick. And then I'm gonna start working on the install. So to get to the manifold, you gotta take the belts off. It's got 3 belts. It's got a power steering, an AC belt, an alternator belt. The one that's gonna run the supercharger is gonna be the alternator belt. So you're gonna have to get that one, all of them pulled out to get to the bottom side. Adjust brackets. You gotta change a few brackets for the dipstick, one for the harness. You gotta cut this hole right here. You gotta cut a hole because the supercharger is gonna be sitting right here. You're gonna have to add different hoses. We're gonna reuse our throttle body. We're gonna reuse our intake, all that stuff. But pretty much, it's supposed to be replaceable to the factory OEM Toyota intake manifold. That being said, I'm kind of excited, and we see what's going to happen here in a second. I'm not looking forward. I got a back problem, and as you can tell, this truck is a little bit lifted. I'm gonna have to climb on something, but I ain't got time for that. I gotta get this thing in there. You know what I'm saying? Most shops will charge anywhere between, $800 to $1,000 on the install. But hey, I'm about to flex on my own truck. Make sure it gets done right. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned.